Are you wondering what it takes to get into the University of California system, also known as the UCs? Well, I have a student that got into all the UCs, and she has an amazing profile that I'll be going over today so you can see what it takes. Hey, I'm Tiffany Fu. I'm a college and career coach. I help high school students navigate their college application process, as well as professionals find out what their career values and interests are as well. So go ahead and subscribe because I cover all things college and career here. Before we dig into the student's profile, I want to make it very clear that this is a celebratory video because she worked her butt off to get into these top universities for the UC system. And you might be seeing her profile in a lens where, wow, she is doing a lot. I will attest that knowing her, she really truly enjoys doing a lot of the extracurriculars that she was involved in. Okay, so what we'll be going over is her GPA as well as her extracurricular activities. For another video, I will go over what she wrote in her essays so you can see in a holistic view. And additionally, I'll show you how she condensed this into her application because, as you know, there's a word count limit. All right, let's head in. I remove the student's name, all personal information, just so we can keep them anonymous. And I also want to encourage you all to not try to copy exactly her background. Those of you that are listening are currently in high school, but it's just a reference point of seeing what has worked. So she was interested in biotechnology, and it's very clear in her application. So what she wanted to major in was either biotech, computer science, even cognitive science, which is related as well. And her high school GPA was a 3.97, very high, nearly perfect. Her coursework, she took about 8 APs, and most of them are in STEM, which makes sense because that's what she's interested in. She took APCS, physics, AP Bio, AP Calc, AP Stats, AP Lit, AP US History, and AP Spanish. And she highlights her skills here, which are in tech, awards, National Merit Scholarship finalist, AP Scholar with Honor, and then she got recognition for business merchandise operations research. Pretty cool. Personal and team projects here. This is where I think she really stood out. She worked on a skin cancer research project. And in her applications, in her essays, she dives in a little bit deeper as to why she decided to do this research. We'll cover that in another video. And then she continued the research project, not just once. She did a seizure prediction program, created a program predicting seizures, HIV viral load analysis program, budgeting stock market simulator, Java projects. This may sound like a lot. A lot of the times, students highlight these in different ways because it's different impacts, but likely part of the same club. So that keep that in mind. Even though it sounds like a lot, you can separate them basis off of the intention of your extracurriculars. Here's more experiences. InSpirit AI. I've seen more and more students partake in InSpirit AI, which y'all can learn a little bit more about in this program here. And it is basically a program. They either do cohort style or one-on-one, and they help students work on artificial intelligence AI related projects. And this was developed by Stanford MIT alumni. It's a great program. I've seen tons of students partake in this program. They absolutely love it. So highly recommend. And I believe that their applications are due at the end of the month for any of you that are interested in applying over the summer. And beyond that, she was an Ever Smile dental care receptionist. So this showcases beyond the tech side her interest within health. And she was part of InnoVenture as a volunteer. So community service is a big deal, especially for the University of California. And she helped to teach web design to kids. And she also mentored. She taught 6 interns how to build apps. So this is the tech side. And then she was the president of health education at her high school. And then she was vice president before that, PR officer before that. So showing consistency and commitment and depth of interest is really important. And then she was part of Johns Hopkins University of Global Health Leadership Conference. And this is pretty selective from what I've seen. So accepted to the program. And I think it's great that she highlighted it only had a 14% acceptance rate. So that just shows the colleges how selective this was. Young Leaders of Public Health and Medicine. She was a founder and president here, which is really impressive for someone to be putting in that effort to start a impactful organization such as this. And she's part of her cultural dance group. And then she's interested in basketball, and she also plays field hockey at her high school as well. So I know that she sounds super busy, and I will not doubt that she was. I say all the time on this channel how important it is to backwards plan basis off of what your career interests are. And I know that high school students, we do not expect you to have your life figured out already. Missions officers do want you to think about is at least what is your purpose? What is your mission? And this student makes it very clear on what she's interested in, especially in her essays, which once again, we'll cover in another video. So let me summarize to you what top students do well in their college applications. First is thinking about their interested major way before the applications actually open. I can't tell you how many times I've seen students scramble thinking about what majors they want for certain schools, even though they've already thought about this is my dream school. I just haven't thought about what I want to major in. And a key factor on how to look into that is reflection. Maybe look at some career assessments, think about what your career values are. I'll link some videos down below that I made in the past on how you reflect on that. And then second is this student took a lot of initiative. There's a lot of projects on here that this student started off by themselves, like that research project, for instance, finding that public health organization as well. Another aspect is working on very impactful work. The student helping to teach students in India how to work on marketing, web design in order for them to earn a living. So you can see there's a correlation on how these different interests are also related to STEM or biotech and how it's being impactful at the same time. And then fourth is this student is very unique. This student's interested in their native dance and their culture. Their application overall goes over how they're really involved in their community in that cultural aspect. And the UC system cares a lot about diversity and inclusion and having the respects for culture. And this student was also a team captain on their field hockey team. And they talked about how they learned a lot within STEM and embedded that into the way that they are being a captain on the field. So there's so many different sides to this student. I go over these exact tips and more with students to walk them through how to choose courses in high school, how to think about their career interests, and then correlating it through their extracurriculars in order to apply for college and prepare for a career. So if you're interested in working with me in this program, go ahead and find my information down below to get started. Overall, I'm super proud of this student. It was so much fun working with her throughout the college application process. And beyond that, I know that she's going to do such impactful work, especially given the work ethic that she's already had. What truly matters at the end of the day is that you are willing to put in the work, you're interested in the career areas that you're going for, and then third, maintaining your mental health.